Assalamu alaikum, good evening, peace be with all of you, and welcome. Welcome to our 15th anniversary. Thank you very much for a warm welcome, but I think we should give an extra warm welcome to Dua, her staff, and all the volunteers. Thank you for making this evening special and making this 15th anniversary extra special. First of all, I wish to thank the Almighty for MSS, as well as for this privilege of standing here before you. I never really did think I would see this day. I do wish to first acknowledge the land that I stand on, by acknowledging the pain and suffering that the original peoples of this land have endured and continue to endure. I also acknowledge my own personal responsibility as a settler. I stand with them in humility to learn from them and to do my part in creating awareness of their history of colonization. You know, there's a video in our archives from when MSS was launched. Our dear Catholic brothers who sit right here, an ardent supporter of MSS and a true cheerleader of MSS, says in that video, in 10 years from now, MSS will be an important part of this community. Well, Kathy, it's been 15 years, and here we are. So you may have to do a new video saying, in 30 years from now. We started as a small group of Muslim women volunteering to give back to this community in my basement. As my son said to me, Mom, are you going to say that we started out in our basement? Yes. And here we are today as a registered Imagine Canada charity. Quite an achievement for a very small group, thanks to all of the pioneers and minds that worked towards achieving this goal. Everyone who was involved in MSS from the very beginning had a passion for creating change and giving back. I've often wondered if people in this community really know what MSS has done over these years, or what it is doing on an ongoing basis. I mean, of course, aside from the visible programming that you may have seen on the website or events you may have participated in, there's a lot more to MSS than what meets the eye. Let me share a quick story with you. A few months back, just before Ramadan, someone reached out to me and said he wanted to make a contribution to help those in need in this community. He said that his mother, who was suffering from a terminal illness, had passed on, and he remembered how MSS had supported him and his mother through that time. He was a student then, and now was able to give back and pay it forward. This story of paying it forward is one that you often hear in MSS. MSS was created, as demonstrated by our motto, to help others in need, and that help has been in the form of being there for those who suffer financial and food insecurity, illness or death, or need other supports to help them climb various humps of life. This work is done respecting people's dignity and without any fanfare. Often the recipients of help never know where the help is coming from, so they do not feel obliged in any way to those who give. This fundamental principle of respect for people's dignity and confidentiality has driven all MSS work, and we're very proud of our philosophy of selfless giving and helping, guided by our motto. What is MSS? A question I often get asked. Is it a settlement agency, a counseling agency, a food handler, a place for education and research, or a place to learn and play? Well, it is all of it and much more. What distinguishes us from other organizations that are dedicated to just one of those goals is that those who get help from MSS do not get it as clients. They are our fellow community members with whom we build long-lasting relationships. Our help for others is not limited by time or number of visits. It is ongoing. It is truly heartening to see children that have arrived here many years ago, and I have witnessed that, from a refugee camp, and those who were welcomed into our children and youth programming, all now thriving youth who are proud of our community. A mother who could not speak a word of English upon her arrival and participated in many different MSS programs, giving back to this very community, translating for others, and providing support for newcomers. And the fathers who navigated their life, seeking help from our Fathers Support Group, are now business owners and job creators right here in this community and beyond. Their relationship with MSS continues.